basic I will walk you through. But about CEH particularly, it is a offensive, like it is a part of cybersecurity course, but this is focusing more into offensive cybersecurity rather than defensive. So CEH, they have offensive as well as defensive cybersecurity courses, as well as forensic related, that is also defensive. Yes. So CH, they will focus on all the tools and techniques and methodologies used by real hackers or adversaries. So why we want to know all that? Because when a company or an organization, they are actually defending their organization, they won't know that how the attacker will attack. So that's why threat intelligence and this kind of ethical hacking or penetration testing is required, so that the defense team or whoever is responsible for defending the organization's infrastructure, they will be having a understanding about their weaknesses, as well as then they can adjust those security controls in such a way that the hackers won't be able to gain unauthorized access to their cyberspace. So this is what CH is about. It is offensive cybersecurity, and the learner will have who can improve their skills, as well as they will be competent to perform such security assessment after this training course, CH. So it's a core level training. Then there are advanced like license penetration tester, as well as CPAN certification, and other vendors, like you said, OACP is also like advanced level, but the start to start with, but that's or a core level understanding. CH is good certification. So here you will understand all sort of hacking techniques, tools, different tools, and then how you can independently perform penetration testing from basic like information gathering, starting with up to gaining access and covering track, and then you'll be able to suggest countermeasures after finding out all the weaknesses about the security gaps. Then you will be able to suggest those countermeasures. So everything will be here in your course material, actually, step by step, all the instruction. And by step, I want to mean that the lab manuals. Yeah, you will have also lab manuals, and this training will focus mainly hands-on, like all the practicals. We will be there are two options, like we can either subscribe to iLabs. There is a subscription based lab that you can go ahead and purchase along with your subscription. So there you don't have to set up your lab, and you can go ahead and do all the labs. So I will show you that also. And in the lab, like, you don't have to set up. Otherwise, you have other option. That means like you can set up your own lab using your virtualization, like any virtualization software. You can use VMware or VirtualBox, and then you can set up the lab. In the lab, we need few operating systems as per the course requirement. That means we'll be using Windows 11, Windows 10, and sorry, Windows 11, Windows Server 2022, Windows Server 2019, and Android operating system, then Ubuntu, and Parrot security operating system. So we can use Kali Linux also, but this is the requirement, new requirement in version 12. So till version 11, we were using Kali Linux operating system for security assessment. So CH is a comprehensive ethical hacking and information system security auditing program, and it focuses on these latest threats, advanced attack vectors used by cyber criminals or hackers, actually, and practical real-time demonstrations will be given during the course, and you'll learn about different methodologies, tools, tricks, and security measures. That means like countermeasures you will learn. And this program is developed by subject matter experts from all over the world, and they are constantly updating this certification, so that a student will have the latest, everything latest. So what is CH program? It's a comprehensive encyclopedia of attack vectors and hacking techniques. You learn about more than like a 1676 illustrated instructor like slides will be presented to you. That is course material. And then you will have manuals, that means lab manuals, all the practical that will perform. So a student will be having, I mean, acquire skills and become competent if they follow those labs instruction, that will have screenshots of everything and step by step instruction as well. And during the lecture, during the official training also, it is a 40 hours training where the instructor will teach you or and show you everything step by step. Then, so like I said, every learning objective is demonstrated using labs, complex and advanced lab to emphasize the learning objective. More than 50% of training time is dedicated to lab, that means hands on, more into practical. And theory is also there. To pass the exam, you need to know the theory thoroughly as well as the practicals. And then the exam will be objective type question, like a multiple choice question where you have to select the correct answer. Correct answer will be there, you have to select the correct answer out of like four probable answers. Like, then you have to score at least 70, more than 70% to pass the exam, and you will get the certification, I mean certified as a CH. So this is, if you can see, it's little small. I mean, they have all this kind of, EC Council provide these certifications starting with cyber essential programs like NDE, EHE. These are like ECSS, and then cyber technic, CCT. Then core level certification will be CH and CND. CH is certified ethical hacker, and CND is certified network defender. Then some specification certification. These all suits, suits of certification. You can say like CPAN is a certified penetration tester. Then CH master. So if you are done with CH, you can, because CH is a more into multiple choice objective question. So they have also a CH master. That means you can opt for or subscribe to this examination where you will have a 6 hours exam. Then they will I mean, ask you everything related to the practical that you have gone through in CH, and that is a practical exam. Like, after you clear the practical exam, you will be given a CS master certification. Then core level other certification we have, like case for security, I mean, code related to the software engineers, and these are CHFI, ECIH is incident handling course, and hacking forensic investigation, etc. And then there is a executive level certification for CEOs. It can be chief technical officers can be benefited with this. It's CISO. It's a chief information security officer certification. So these are different choices, and more certificates. You can visit the official website or APC Learning Center's website for more information if you're interested in other certification. So here we will, before we start the actual CH, so we need our practical lab to be set up already in advance. So that I will guide you through if you don't subscribe to labs. And if you have lab, then we have a browser. We just have to log in and everything will be there set up for you. So these are all the operating system I was talking about. So we'll have Windows 11, Windows Server 22, Windows 19, Server 19, Parrot Security, and Android, Ubuntu. Then instructor will be there, and student can access all these labs. This is the lab environment. So there are different modules. Like, we'll start with introduction to ethical hacking. This module doesn't have any practical. So from the second module in CH, we have the practical labs. Like, the student will be able to do hands-on from second module onwards. First module is all about theory, to know about different methodologies, what is hacking, and different cyber laws, and what are different different concepts you will learn about, and different security standards you will learn about, like HIPAA, PCI DSS, etc. So in the first module, you'll learn about keeping information safe, different ways hackers work, hacking methodology, hacking framework, then important hacking ideas. Module also covers what you need to become an ethical hacker, as well as what you can do and what you can't do in ethical hacking. So this is very important, because ethical hacking, the term ethical means like we have to follow some ethics, because hacking is illegal, and ethical hackers have some motive, that is like to find out security weakness and help the organization to fix those, and they will also suggest countermeasures. And before ethical hacking, there will be scoping, like scope of work, where you will have the do's and don'ts, what you are allowed, what you are not allowed. So these all will be written in the rules of engagement, and several meetings before you conduct the real ethical hacking. So there actually it will be signed, and if it is notarized, then it is then you are safe. Actually, if you're working independently as a consultant, like if you want to take ethical hacking projects, so that is very important to sign, uh, that an ethical hacking, that's what it is, like it's ethical, legal, because the organization owner or the board director, or who is the responsible person, will give you the authority, authorize that you can test in our network, and you don't have to worry about going to jail and all. So we'll talk about different ways to keep information safe, like using security controls, such as information assurance is one, then security control called defense in depth, then risk management, cyber threat intelligence, threat modeling, incident management. Then we'll discuss a little about artificial intelligence and machine learning, how it is helping in cyber security, and more. Later, we'll talk about different rules and guidelines that helps keep information safe, information security laws and standards. So, so this module does not contain any hands-on exercise, and we'll start with the elements of information security. So when we start actually, so in this demo, next thing I wanted to show you all the modules. So you can access the course using Aspen portal. You will get a voucher that you can redeem, and so there will be lab setup guide. I will help you set up if you are not enrolled in, and otherwise there is a lab like iLabs. So iLabs is here. You don't have to set up your own lab here. So I'm using Oracle VirtualBox, but you can also use other virtualization software like VMware or Camo, etc. So here, or Hyper-V. So this is I have already set up my lab. Like I have Parrot Security operating system and few other Windows Server, Windows 10 I have. Due to my configuration, I don't have Windows 11 at present. So this way, actually, we can set up our own virtual lab in our environment, and then we can do the security assessment without breaking any law. So it is a virtual. One is just introduction. Then module two, you will learn about footprinting and reconnaissance, hands-on, like all the step-by-step instruction and screenshot will also be in the right-hand side. You can see and perform those. Instructor myself will also give you demonstration of everything step by step. So foot and reconnaissance, scanning network, enumeration, vulnerability analysis. Then module 6, system hacking. Module 7 is malware threats, sniffing. Module 9, social engineering attacks. Here you will learn about the concept of social engineering, different countermeasures. Then denial of service, session hijacking, then evading IDS, intrusion detection systems, firewall and honeypots. Then hacking web servers, hacking web applications. Then there is a dedicated module about SQL injection, and then hacking wireless network, hacking mobile platforms, IoT and OT hacking, cloud computing, and the last module is module 20 is cryptography. So if I have to show you a demonstration, for example, if we start with scanning, yes, footprinting. Yeah, I think Parrot is up. So here I can, using my virtual box, I was able to open Parrot security inside my Windows machine. So this is virtualization. So here Parrot security, and then I can work here, open a terminal, and then so this is my IP address at present. Okay, and here we have different tools. Pen testing. Here we have information gathering tools, vulnerability analysis, exploit analysis, and all these tools that will be required. And this will be the attacker machine. That means in our local system, if you don't have a iLab subscription, then we will attack all the systems like Windows 19, 10, and other systems. And if in the case of iLabs, we can click after logging in, we can just launch the lab. It will pop up and open in a new window. It will just take a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes, and then we can actually see the lab, and then we can practice. So for each lab we have to open, like now it is footprinting and reconnaissance. Then we can, after finishing, we can start the next, launching the next lab. So in the right hand side, you can adjust this. You will see the lab manual, and this lab manual is given in your bookshelf also. Like after you open, and you'll have tools also. Like you will receive a lot of tools. That means you'll have a CEHV12 ISO zip where you'll find the Android, some lab prerequisites of 1.3 GB. Then for each module, you'll have different tools that you can use if you are using or setting up labs locally. Otherwise, in iLabs, it's already there. But yeah, so you'll have footprinting tools, again, scanning networks around 576 MB, then enumeration tools, and so on. So up to cryptography, you have different tools that you can download. And when you open your slide from S Pen account, uh, it will redirect to bookshelf where you can access yours. This is instructor material, but yeah, this is the student material, the professional series of CEHV12, and you will have the lab manuals also here. These are the lab manuals, and we can expand this drop down, and we'll have manuals from module 2, practical, footprinting and reconnaissance, scanning network, enumeration, up to 28. So these are all same actually. So if I click on footprinting and reconnaissance manual, and we can see like these are all covered. Lab 1 is performing footprinting through search engine, then lab 2 is performing footprinting through web services. So first step of ethical hacking is footprinting, or it's also known as reconnaissance. So reconnaissance is the term came from the military word that when they some military country, some countries military organization, they do the recon on their rivals or anyone who they want to target. So they gather as much information as possible. So in terms of ethical hacking or hacking, the adversaries or cyber criminal, they start with the reconnaissance process. That means they will gather uh, as much as much information about their target through different techniques. So these skills we will learn actually. So when we were when we work independently as an ethical hacker or during penetration testing, these skills will help us doing the work independently. So these skills will be taught here hands on. So footprinting and reconnaissance, you can see the module how it is, like all the step by step instructions will be given to you. So you can enlarge this also, like what is footprinting. So it's refers to collecting as much information as possible regarding a target network from publicly accessible sources. So this is the scenario you will get, and then the lab objective. Then the lab environment will be told to you, like what all we will use in the lab, and the duration, probable lab duration is 220 minutes. Then there will be a little about footprinting overview. Then these are the lab's tasks, like gather information using Google hacking. This is the same lab here, like in the footprinting also we will actually see the manual, the same manual I showed you earlier. So this one also we can see here. So there will be objective, overview of footprinting, lab task, gather information using Google hacking techniques, and so on. And so when we click on the next slide, so here gather information using Google hacking technique. Here you can see we'll use Windows 11. Um, but yeah, if you have Windows 10 also, no problem. Like we need a Windows machine for this lab or any browser, to be honest. Yeah, so we need to log in. It will give you all the instruction, like this is the username, this is the password for the machine. So we will there are different operating system, like if I click here, so it will take me to Windows Server 22, and if I click here it will take me to Parrot security operating system, and if I click in Android it will be in the Android operating system. So in Windows 11 we know that the password is PSS, this one. So we can click here and or control alt delete to see the login screen, and then we can log in to our Windows 11 machine. After that, you will see screenshots as well. Like first you log in, type your password. So every practical everywhere, like you will see all detailed step by step screenshots as well as instruction. After so you don't have any problem after you get the lectures. 40 hours official delivery of the lecture by the instructor. You can perform it on your own. So this is what we will do. Open Google, and next we will type Google Chrome. We'll go to this search engine and then type inside local site EC Council. So this is a technique like advanced. So in this we will learn how we can use different advanced search techniques to collect information about our target, like or when we are doing a security assessment. So we can check information about our client, like what all information we can collect from openly available sources. So that is what will do here. In the entire lab is dedicated to reconnaissance, footprinting. Yes. So this is how we collect. So there you will have screenshots and so on. And if we have to go to Parrot, if there is an instruction, we can go and then log in. So yeah, this is again Parrot. Like I'm using it in this browser. and locally, like this is my parent. So I hope you get the idea. So we can practice in our browser. We can check like,
Hello, am I audible now?
yeah, you're audible.
Sir,
We can ping also. Acha, do
the
you have
gist
any
of it.
question? Yes,
Yes. So my first question is, we're going to working on both Windows and Linux machines, right?
right.
So the command line in the terminal of a Linux machine and is Windows
Yes,
PowerShell are different. So will you be teaching
different.
both of them?
Yeah, basic, like if learners are not aware about, like the instructor will definitely help. Like I will also teach you, like if you are already aware about those, it's good helpful. Like otherwise I can definitely show you and also give you some materials, like you can then look into those and brush up your skills, then it will be like helpful and you can be
Yes,
comfortable with.
because we are familiar with Linux terminal commands, but not with Windows
Yes.
PowerShell. So it will be helpful to know both, at least a little
Sure.
grasp of.
Right. Yeah, it will be I mean, I will let you know about, I'll show you the commands.
Sir, and another question.
Yes.
Uh, you in the PowerPoint slide you talked about CH master, right? Practical examination.
Yes. Yeah.
So will those syllabus be covered in this training?
Yeah, so in this training we'll cover all the CH syllabus. So this is what they will ask in the CH practical exam. That means, like if you
Okay.
want further after, like they have two conditions. Like one condition, you need to take the CH exam and get a certification. So if you pass and you are certified ethical hacker, then you can actually next level, next step. That means you can go ahead and get the subscription for CH practical, and then whatever you learn
Okay.
in this, that is only they will ask in the practical exam, and after you pass you will be given the CH master certification.
Okay. And in the PowerPoint slide, you're talking about AI ML as well. So,
Yes.
wow, what related to attacking will you be talking about? Anything related to deepfakes or something like that?
Not that detailed, but in a like theoretically, I mean, there is a little bit of theory related to AIML, like how it can actually contribute to catching different spam emails and different malicious traffic, how it can be
Yeah.
implemented in defensive cybersecurity model. These all things, like, and what is AI ML, different algorithms that it will talk about, like just basic thing, nothing more about, like detailed one, but just to so that we are aware about those.
Sir, and again, in my personal PC, I have Kali Linux already installed. So, will
Yeah.
you be helping in setting up labs for that as well?
Sure. Like if you have, so it will take time. So I will just give you some maybe videos or some reference material where you can actually set up on your own. And if you have any difficulty, you can ask me in the next class, and I will try to resolve that as soon as possible.
Okay, sure. Thank you. That's all the doubts I have. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your time. Anybody has any doubts or questions?
No,